this is it's hard to see, but on the underside you can see it doesn't have gills like an air mushroom. What in fact it's got is lots of little holes. They're very, very small and minute, you need a magnifying glass to see them. But it's a member of a big family called polypores, which just means lots of holes. So you get lots of these mushrooms going either on living or dead wood, coming out with sort of shelf life. With white milk, you tend to stay reasonably well. There are a few edible ones, but most of them get quite hot. And there are actually some quite toxic ones that grow with silver birch, one called woolly milk, which is potentially lethal, so they make you very ill. But there are a few that grow with conifer trees. So we've got one that grows with pine, called the saffron milkcap. We've got one that grows with spruce, called a false saffron milkcap, and there's another one that grows with fir trees called a salmon milkcap. And when you turn them upside down, the gills are bright orange. So the caps themselves on all of them, they all look quite similar. They get probably they can get that size, but that's a sort of typical diameter, probably about 7 or 8 centimetres, 10 centimetres. Then a pale apricot-y colour on the caps, but when you turn them over, the gills are bright orange and the stem is slightly darker orange. But more importantly, when you do that to the gills, the sap that comes out is carrot colour. It's like carrot juice. It stains your fingers orange. So those three are really good edible ones, but they're all being conifer woodland. So what I find, you quite often get two growing next to each other. Common deceiver is called that because they start off as these little tiny mushrooms with these very domed caps. The caps flatten, and then as they get bigger, the caps can get up to sort of 7 or 8 centimetres across, go all wavy and wrinkly. They fade and change colour. So the common deceiver, which is brown, can be mixed up with all sorts of other mushrooms, whereas this, it will fade and go slightly brown on the cap, but when you turn it over, the gills will always stay this quite dark amethyst purple colour. Now most of this is one called lilac bonnet, but they're a much paler pinky purple colour, and when you turn them over, the gills themselves are very pale pink, never this dark purple amethyst colour. So they're the only things that can look, and they're slightly toxic. They trace amounts of muscarine, which is the same toxin as in flower. And again, these are another mycorrhizamal, but they're not fussy. They grow with a whole amount of mushroom. Right, very cool. So yeah, it looks a lot of those little rufous milk caps are very similar colour when they're younger. And what you're looking for is instant blue staining. Okay, so there's quite a few species of bolete, like rooting bolete, and a few others that just go bright blue when you cut them. And the blue can vary. It could be like a really dark blue, like your jacket. It could be blue of your jeans, but they stain blue instantly. This is staining slightly blue on the pores, but it's the flesh that we're looking for, and we're looking for instant staining. So this is a bay bolete. This will tinge blue after a little while, but it's not an instant blue colour. So with that rule, you're never going to poison yourself. It rules out all the inedible ones and all the poisonous ones, but it unfortunately also rules out some quite good edible ones. There are even some that are bright red on the outside and stain blue the second you cut them, which are edible, like the scarlatina and the inkstone. So with those, if you want to, then you just need to learn the exact species and ID those. But as a general rule, if you find so mushrooms, paws instead of gills, growing out of the ground, it's got no red on the outside and it doesn't instantly stain blue when you cut it, it's a good edible billy. Parasitic one, they'll live on that tree without doing much harm for years and years and years. So they're not. Some parasitic ones, like I say, like honey fungus, will kill the tree in a couple of years, whereas these will live quite happily for ages. There's nothing else that looks like that. They're completely distinctive and unique. Nothing you can mix them up with. This is a little bit old and past it. It's gone a bit soft and brown. Generally, when they're young, they're more of an off-white colour, and they're quite firm, so they don't break up like this. And you can see that that one's about football size, and they can get bigger. So you've got a lot of mushroom there. Good.
Yeah, I think they're too much time consuming getting all that.
But they're like the texture of noodles.
That's what wet noodles.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Carry on down that stem. It'll be an oyster mushroom, provided it's bigger than 5 centimetres, because you can get some little tiny mushrooms called oysterlings that grow on dead wood. You normally get lots of them, and they are diddy. They have gills as well, and some of them are toxic.
Nature's trying to claim you back.
Across, and when you feel it feels quite squidgy because of the jelly that's in it. Whereas a puffball would look similar, but unless it's old, it would be very firm. Pretty soon after you cut it in half, that's sort of part of the reason why you cut the puffballs in half to check it's not something else, it hasn't got no structure in there.
I think we've had